Here is a graph of a function in the form y equals a cos bx. A, write down the value of a, and b, write down the value of b. Right, so a should be easy enough. A is the amplitude. B relates to the period. It's a horizontal stretch factor. Right, so if I just draw a little arrow to talk about A, well, we've already got this principal axis, so that's interesting. If I just draw a little arrow, so A is basically the height of the wave, so it's how high it gets from the principal axis, which is a line of symmetry. Okay, so this is A. Just draw it in. Okay, so that's A there, and if you think about it, it's really simple to find, and you can even see it. It's the height of the wave. The other thing you do need to make a note of it is there any potential for A to be negative, because you know that a standard cosine graph starts at the top, goes down and up, and it does this. So if A was negative, then it would be flipped upside down, reflected in the x-axis. But if you look at this, it does start at the top and then go down. So A is positive, but you do always need to check that. So A is literally just the distance from the principal axis. And you can see it goes from 0 to 14, so A equals 14. For B, well, you need to use the period, right? And for sine and cos, period equals 2 pi over b, right? So we need to find the period. The period is how long does it take to do one complete cycle. Well, there's one cycle there, so let's just draw an arrow. So that distance there is one period. So that distance there is the period. Okay, and you can see it goes from 0 to pi by 4. The period is pi by 4, so that means pi by 4 equals 2 pi over b. I need to solve for b, so b must equal 4 times 2 pi over pi. Cancel the pi's, 4 times 2 is 8, so b equals 8. And if you have a think about that, that means that it would do 8 full cycles within 360 degrees within 2 pi radians. So we are only looking at this within a domain from 0 to pi, so it should, if it does 8 full cycles in 2 pi, it should do 4 in pi. So it starts there, it does 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that's good reinforcement. I'm definitely very happy that that answer is correct.